Hello everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. In today's video we're going to be taking an in-depth look on how to complete Roosevelt on Legendary difficulty. We'll be taking a look at all the builds we'll use and then giving kind of a play-by-play action commentary as we go through the mission, and we'll talk about strategies and thoughts on how to complete each part as we move through. So without further ado, let's get right into the builds. First build we're going to be looking at today is Jumpman's Boundary Bulwark Vanguard Shield build. It's very straightforward, 4-piece Boundary Bulwark with the backpack. He's got one red rose, but we're going to focus mostly on blue rolls. Armor regen on those 4 pieces. We have a Gila chest piece with Vanguard, and then the Forge holster. This gives his shield very good health and is able to tank just about anything that comes his way, and as well as regen his armor very quickly. The guns really don't matter very much. Demolitionist, just to help him out with added survivability, being able to take an explosion once every minute. Full shield, the full shield, and then with the Revive Hive as well. Move right on to the next one. Next build is a status effect build using the Eclipse Protocol and the Vial Mask, and then a piece of China Light in the back for extra explosion damage. The guns, using the Mechanical Animal to help overcharge, Pestilence, and again the Demolitionist specialization. We're rolling everything here in the status effects using the Blinder Hive and the Pulse to help us bring down those dogs. Blinder Hives has helped with ad control and just keeping them at bay so we can bring them down quickly and efficiently. But yeah, let's move right into the next one. Next build is our first of 2 DPS builds. You can see Raider here using Obliterate on the chest piece, Vigilance on the backpack, 3-piece Providence with a Fenris, Grupo, and an Overlord knee pad, the Fox's Prayer knee pads, using the Eagle Bearer M1A, the Survivalist specialization, the crossbow used to crack those big heavies so we can bring them down quickly, is using the Fixer Drone and the Revive Hive. Again, we just want to get our crit chance and crit damage up as high as we possibly can, maxing those out if we are able to. Crit damage around 200%, crit chance somewhere in the 30 to 40 range, because the next build will have a Coyote's Mask. So let's take a look at that one. The last build for our 4-man group is my DPS build. You can again see the specialization is the Survivalist, the crossbow used to crack those big heavies. We have the Coyote's Mask to help get our crit damage and crit chance up for the team as much as we possibly can. We have a 3-piece Providence, a Fenris, and a Grupo, again with the Eagle Bearer, and then I use an M1A CQB with Boomerang, but again, Obliterate on the chest piece, Vigilance on the backpack. Very straightforward DPS builds here with the Fixer Drone and the Revive Hive. Very straightforward. Let's get right into the how-to here. As you can see, we're starting the mission now. We're running in, and we're going to engage this first area. The best place to take cover here is on that little thing I'm passing right there, in that car, and then these cars here, and the cars behind where I am currently. You can kind of take up strategic locations here. You can see that Raider and Jumpman ran in there. Oh no, I'm sorry. Teddy and Jumpman ran in there, and they're going to aggro the enemies that are in there. We're going to funnel them right through that pathway there, and we're going to use our DPS builds, myself and Raider, in order to bring them down as efficiently as we possibly can. We don't, in theory, we don't want them to leave that pathway and really past the car that I'm taking cover on right now. If they do break off to the left over here, we need to make sure that they don't get in behind us. So, stand back, let the blinder do its work. When the blinder goes out, make sure you're focusing those enemies that are blind. You can see I'm using my ranged weapon, my CQB. Raider would also be using his M1A to take out any enemies we can see at range. But again, you saw that first guy push through. We're focus firing him. You can see these next ones are pushing through very quickly. We're going to focus fire them. I'm getting pushed here. Make sure to communicate as a team. Teddy's over there on the flank, making sure that we don't get flanked. I fall back because I'm going to get, I might get lit up here. So I fall back. Vanguard was procced at the right time to help me retreat. We're getting this guy down because he's trying to get down to our flank. You can see the pulse go out there and destroy those drones. But again, so we're just going to position here, stay in cover, best you can. I just got wrecked there, but we'll get back up and we'll get right into the fight. Jump is there. He saw me go down. Remember, the tank is always your guy to pick up players if they go down. Getting that shield out, getting in between you and the fire in order to get you up and get you back into the fight. So tank should get you up. Tank's priority is not only keeping aggro, but getting the people up. I see that Teddy's moved into the position I was in, so I fall to the flank, covering our flank, making sure that nobody gets to the side of us. Raiders up top doing DPS there, while Teddy is doing his CC, or crowd control, from that position. This really is just taking out ads and being patient. You can see there's no more ads here, so I fall back to the rest of the team so I can get a better view on the people coming through. But this is really just ad control here as they come through this pathway. Remember, we're just creating essentially a bottleneck to focus fire ads as they come to us. If the ads ever stop moving and stop coming through, just have your tank go back up there, grab some more. You can see Jump's doing it right now. He's going to go check on them. So we got a few more to run in. So if they ever do stop for whatever reason coming through, just have your tank go up and get some more aggro and pull some more back through. Teddy's getting a little brazen, getting up in there, but he's going to fall back and get here. So I'm going to let this play out a little bit, but essentially it's just ad control. Get them as they come through, and focus fire, make calls, and work as a team.
She has to like go in for fingerprints and do all that stuff, right?
That's how we're doing it. That's how we're going to do it.
In this next area, it's kind of what I call the plain cargo bay area, because you kind of come up through the rear of it. There's going to be ads just on the other side of this. There's really not a lot of good cover. There's cover for about one person. Again, so send your tank in there, have him grab aggro, and then everybody else stay back here and try to just cover each other. There's not as many ads here, so just stay back. You can see I'm using the plane and kind of the slope that goes down as my cover. You can see I back up, I come back up and get into view. Teddy's up there on the one piece of cover. The reason for that is because he's throwing out the blinder high. Oh, I try to jump, and I jump right into jump, but that's okay. And then you got Raider up there also doing his thing with his DPS build. So we have a DPS build and a status effects, and then we have Jump moving forward as well. Jump staying back. The reason why Jump is staying back because we want him to be safe. If anyone goes down, we want him to be at full health. He can advance with his shield out and get Teddy or Raider up. I'm staying back as well because there's not really any more cover. I don't want to push in too far here because that can get me into trouble, as I'll be in an island by myself out there, and it'll put anyone in danger that tries to come out and revive me. So you stand back here, use the kind of plain slope as cover, and focus fire anybody that comes through, just like we did that guy. You can see I'm kind of using Jump as a human shield a little bit here, but this is essentially how this fight plays out. And just stay back, use your drones, use whatever you got, and just stay back. Once you think you're done, you can advance like we're doing now and kind of engage the next part of this fight. I'm going to let that play out, and I'll meet you back here when the next part starts.
Down.
So as you can see, we've cleared the ads behind, and now the next part here is the ads that are kind of, there's another plane ahead of us, and there's going to be snipers on the wings, and you'll see those in a few minutes, but there is some ads here. So Jump has moved forward and done his aggro thing, and now again we're bottlenecking. This part can get a little tricky. Just make sure that you fall back. If you are getting pushed here, I'm on fire, I don't feel safe, so I fall back. The blinder goes out, blinding that guy that's advancing on us. Great move by Teddy there. But we're just advancing. See, I fall back because we're getting pushed. It's mainly if you continue to get pushed, fall back, fall back, fall back. And communicate. A dog pushing in here, focus fire, right? Pulse goes out, gets that dog down, and we're able to do our thing and get him down and very efficiently before he moves too close into us. So again, just keeping control of the ads that are spawning and advancing upon you. You can see here we're advancing a little bit because there's nobody pushing us, so we're advancing a little bit, but I'm staying behind our tank and Teddy, who can blind and get away very quickly. But Teddy and Jump as our tank are moving effectively, and Raider and I are back here doing our DPS. We are the two most squishy individuals on the team, so we need to make sure that we use jump, the Vanguard, and what we have for armor in a smart way. So you can see we're pushing a little bit here, just trying to get this last ad down, and then you'll see the snipers on the wings. So these snipers will one-shot you, so just stay back. Again, letting Jump do his thing with the shield. You can see Teddy's trying to blind them, but essentially you're just going to get these snipers down, and then we'll move into the next area. So I'll let this play out, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Are you getting
One's down.
Oh!
I think so. Nope, not anymore.
Oh, I'm shocked. Oh, not good.
Purple on the left. Oh, red bar on the right.
Shotgunner behind you, Teddy. Get out of there.
We gotta try to pick Raider up before we kill these guys because of the heavies that come.
Okay. Red bar's down, Jump. We have purple flanking
One
us.
Raider. There we go.
One guy left. And the sniper. Be careful. Sniper's down. We got that one purple bar left.
Okay, good work.
This next fight can get very hairy very quickly, and you can see in the gameplay for us it does get very hairy, but we're smart, we play efficiently. So you can see the next area that we need to engage is beyond that plain fuselage. So Jump and Teddy move up and they create aggro, right? So all those guys are then going to push through that fuselage, and we're going to focus fire on them as they come through, using everything we can to get those dogs down, pulses, blinders. You can see it's all going out. We want to keep them at bay as much as possible because we want to do as much damage from this hill that we can before the helicopters come in and drop the bigs. Okay, if we don't get as many things done as we can here, we get very pushed very easily, and it can get very hectic. So we want to take these down. We want to keep them back there as much as possible. Okay. So we're going to continue to take these dogs out. Very straightforward. Here come those helicopters, right? This is where it gets bad. So you can see we're getting this last dog down, but there's people or NPCs dropping in right there to my right off my right shoulder. I want to get that dog down so that dog is not pushing along with everything that's coming in right now. I want to try, the blind goes out, those guys are blind. I want to get as many of these NPCs down as I can before I have to fall back. I see the first heavy, I get my crossbow out, and I get the crack, okay? Very important. I try to get another one in on just to be safe. We want to stay up on this hill as long as we can, but don't stay up here too long. I can't stress that enough. You can see the next wave is coming in, and I know I have to leave. I have to get out of here. My health is bad. I'm going to fall back as far as I can in order to get healthy, considering I have no more armor. Teddy's going to stay up there and do his blinder thing. Raider's also going to fall back because remember, we are the two squishiest here. You know, Teddy also has the same amount of armor, but he has the ability to blind and kind of retreat. You can see this first heavy's pushing us, and we're working him as best we can. Jumps out there doing his shield thing, taking as much aggro as we can so we can try to do as much damage. I'm going to go down here if I don't get back, which I do. My hive's got me, but Jump is right there and ready. He knows that I'm going to go down soon. He's right there. He's ready. That's very important. Because if I didn't have my hive there, he could get me up before that heavy, you know, kind of rounds this corner. There's two heavies now pushing. This is a very bad spot that we're in. We didn't get that first heavy down quick enough, so now we have two heavies we gotta bring down that are pushing simultaneously. We need to focus strategically, trying to avoid that hive that's coming out of his back as best we can. You can see the blind goes out. I got another arrow in this one because he doesn't seem cracked. I'm going to do another arrow in the other one because he doesn't seem cracked as well, but now I'm down. Okay, I stayed in too long. Alright, we have one guy, we have Raider, our other DPS, also down, but he has a hive, he's able to fall back. Jump throws his hive to get me up. I again. That's perfect because we don't want him to go down.
What are you, Teddy?
I'm going to keep falling back. Jumps down now because he sacrificed himself. But Raider and I are up.
Yep.
We're back here. We're going to
Okay,
do the best
stay
I
in
can. I
here.
should be throwing on a med kit right now, but I think I was a little bit distracted. I'm getting wrecked by this guy. Jump is up. Teddy clutched it and got jump up. Jumps back here. I'm throwing on a med kit now. And he procced Vanguard as soon as he got up in order to get himself and Teddy out of there. Teddy's still back there to being he's brave. He's brave back there. But it's again now just like before, where we're using the plane, cargo area as our cover. I'm using the hill, Raiders using that cover, and Teddy's out there somehow surviving. If I'm being honest, there, Teddy's finally falling back now.
On the right, Raider.
And we'll do our best. First heavy goes down, but now we're all here, right? We're all together, strength in numbers, and we can get people up. I go down again because that heavy distracted me, but there's jump, right? Jumps there with the shield. This is perfect. I'm back up. I'm in the fight. The blinder goes out.
Oh my God.
Raider doing his thing from the cover. Vanguard has been procced again. I'm going to put some armor on here, and I'm back into the fight.
Oh, hit Piggy down.
This is good. This is good. Not too bad.
Nice work.
But essentially now that those heavies are down, we got a couple purples and a couple red bars to take care of. But then it's just business as normal. Clear out the ads just like before. So I'll let this play out, and I'll see you in a few minutes with the next area. I just died.
Whoa, I was at full health, man.
Why'd you do that?
Dude, something, I don't know if I hit by a sniper or what, but that was crazy. Someone did 1,000,000 damage to me, that's all I know.
Push to the box.
He's dead. Box owner's dead.
Yep, push it up.
We'll go and jump.
In this next area, you'll recognize it. We've gone up the plane, the plane ropes, and we've crossed over the wing and come down into this pathway. This is a very straightforward area until we get to the next little like pit, or what I would call it, like a burn pit or whatever that was when it's outcast. So this is just a straightforward fight, very simple, very straightforward. Just let your tank and your status effect guy do their thing, and DPS sits in the back and kind of does what they're there to do, right? Just shoot stuff. So we're gonna stay back. I get into a little, not a great position here by me. But I should have been back further. That was my mistake. I pushed too far. I was beyond my tank. And now we have a guy behind us, which is not a good position to be in. So that's my fault. I pushed up too far. I'm putting my team into a little bit of a precarious position. But luckily there's some cover there. They get that guy down very quickly, and Raiders able to get me up.
I just got an update from my...
So this is that next area, that burn pit area. This part, there's not a lot of good cover here. It's again just kind of staying it as a team, moving forward. There's some good cover here on the left, but what a lot of times we'll do is we'll fall back behind me into that pathway we're just in and lead everybody through. We're able to kind of keep them at bay here and focus fire, but if you do get into trouble, fall back into that pathway or into that trail area and funnel them through that narrow corridor. Again, that's going to allow you to focus fire and bring things down very quickly.
I just put on a med kit.
I just put on a med kit. I went down. Blinder goes out. I'm getting back up, but again, if you are struggling, I decide I'm too far up. I'm going to fall back. But what the problem is here, as you can see, I can't see anything, right? So that's why that pathway or that trail behind me is very helpful, because you're able to funnel them right through. I know that there's a heavy spawning. I want to get the crack on it.
I got another one in him.
Nice work.
It goes down very quickly though. So
There's
we're all
another
set.
gold
But
bar sniper all the
essentially,
way
this is
across
just
the
going to
other
be
side.
killing the ads as they spawn. Raider and I are going to hang back here, and see, I can have a good line on this area in the back right corner as the ads spawn, so I'm able to contribute that way. But I'm going to want to push up, which is what I'm doing right now. And then it's just focus fire, ad control. Be careful for those grenades. That grenade spam is deadly. But luckily Teddy's right there. Remember, it's okay to go down in legendaries, right? The whole team is going to go down. You're going to see us go down multiple times, right? There goes Raider, right?
Yeah.
But we're going down in areas that are...
He
He was a victim of the
sniper
grenade
got me.
spam as well. But we're going down in areas where it's able to... the team is able to revive very quickly. He's behind cover. I was behind cover where Teddy was. We're in decent position, which is allowing our teammates to bring them up. So it's all about, if you're going to go down, right? So make sure you go down in smart areas. I should have thrown on a med kit here. I have one on me. That's my bad. If I go, I go down because I wasn't paying attention to my health. I'm crawling back to Teddy. Again, I'm not in a terrible position to go down, but I could have avoided that by just putting on that med kit.
Bunch of snipers are
But again, so this is just going to be killing the remaining ads. I'm going to push up with jump, I believe, here, and then we'll kill the remaining ads, and I'll see you in the next area. This next area, I'm not really sure what to call it, but you'll recognize it as you go through. It's the immediate area after the burn pit, but you can see we're going to engage from a distance here. There's really multiple ways that the enemies can attack here. They can come down the left side, they can come down the right, and they can come right down the middle. So we're going to use this area and fight from a distance, all right? You can see Teddy's moving up in order to get blinds out to keep them from moving around on us too much. You can see Jump is doing his thing from cover, and then we have Raider behind me. So this is a little bit of a weird area because there is good cover, but you got to do it at a distance. Okay, if they start to push, fall back and take the cover that's behind where we are now. Okay, there's a lot of good cover between where we are now and where the last area was, so use it effectively. You can see I'm starting to push up here because we've gotten most of the NPCs down, but now we have these Johnny 5 to deal with. So only push up when the herd of enemies has kind of thinned out a little bit, okay? I'm coming up here because I want to be next to my teammate in case he goes down. I want to be able to protect him and see what he sees. As that blinder goes out, I want to be able to react to it and do my DPS accordingly. So that's why I move up here. Plus, they're not really pushing us hard, which is nice, but sometimes they will. They will push very hard through that middle area and come right up on you quickly. I push up again because we only have a few left. I do notice a guy up high, so I'm going to focus him real quick and bring him down. Again, if people start pushing like this guy is right now, communicate, okay? Communicate. Guy pushing left, whatever it might be, because that means I need to stop whatever I'm doing and I need to help. Okay, so again, effective communication with your team is key to success. Just make sure you're always making those call-outs, okay? But again, this is kind of just, we're just going to kill the remaining ads, and then I'll see you in the next area. This next area is not very much further. It technically should be through that entryway right there, but we're going to fight it from this side of the entry. You can see Jump is going in there to create aggro and to bring everything through that little passageway or that entryway. Okay, so I'm taking cover straight behind it. You can see there's a tall stack in where we were fighting before, and I'm just aiming through this barbed wire wall. It's actually a very good spot because it's hard it's very far away, but it's also very hard for the NPCs to hit you through what's in front of you. So it's a very nice area. You can see Teddy's up there kind of close, getting ready for the blind. It's going to be essential for your status effect person to blind the enemies as they come through that area. If you just see one like that or whatever, don't worry about it. You see a nice little fire grenade going out there to help those. The blind did go out there as I had to reload. But we want to keep everybody
Yeah,
in
we're
that
gonna
entryway or beyond
No,
it. We
it's-
don't want them to push too far into this room because this is our territory back here, okay? So make sure that we're just focus firing as they come through. There's going to be some heavies and stuff that are going to be coming through very shortly here. We want to make sure we can get the crack on them with our crossbows as quickly as possible. And again, just
How'd you
focus
set up
fire
for
the
100?
enemies as they come through this little entry.
It's $100 a month.
No.
I do move up here shortly.
the whole
If they
season.
don't push,
I-
here's that
I-
next
like,
wave
for, like,
coming
the
in. You
past
can see
4
with the
years.
helicopters, and that's what's going to bring the heavies in.
And this year, I didn't want
See
it.
'em
I
dropping
tried
it
to
now.
not have it happen, but it
I'm
got
just
taken
continuing
out
to focus
anyways.
fire as they go through. Teddy
Oh,
and Jump are
the
up
one
there
I
doing
found
their
out
thing.
that's
Remember,
like
Jump is your aggro guy, Teddy's your crowd control guy, so those are always going to be the people
No,
as far up as possible.
that's. I mean,
You
can
can
if
see the
you're,
first
like, a
heavies coming
business
through there, and
owner
I'm
you're
just
showing it
laying
all
into them the
time,
best I can.
mean, I can
to
see
get
that
him
being the
down.
price, but for a person at home,
Taking cover. Oh,
Oh,
I take a nice little hit from that heavy there. I have a hive though, so it's okay. I do need to play a little bit smarter now that the
especially
hive
this
is
day
gone.
and age,
Teddy's
right?
retreating because he's getting lit up. So they're starting to push hard through there now.
They crack those fools
I'm
yet?
gonna move
I'm
up
trying.
here
I'm-
because I want to get this crack out.
I got
One
one
in
of
the
them.
front.
Yeah,
That should
I
have
got
been done a
one,
lot earlier.
two.
So I'm
one
critiquing
in the
myself
back.
here. That should have been done a lot
in the
earlier by
front's
myself
definitely
in order to bring these heavies
He's
down
done.
faster.
I got the one. Oh, that's bullshit.
You can see there's a lot of heal boxes and things going down as well. Don't worry about those. They're going to put those down on the other side, so let those guys come through and take them out as
Some
they
guy
come
on the
through,
right wrecking
and the
it.
heal can't
Oh,
get
I
them.
see.
But now that those heavies are down,
I had the
this
shield
is essentially, again, just
purple bar.
killing the
guy
remaining
owns the
ads.
docks.
The blinder goes out and notifies me that this guy is there, which is crucial because he could have gotten around behind us. But we're just going to kill the remaining ads, and I'll see you in the next area. This next area is kind of what I call the encampment area. This can get a little hectic as well. You have one main way of the enemies to come through, which is where Teddy
Right.
and I are right now. Teddy goes up and blinds him to create aggro and falls back. I'd probably stay up here a little too long, if I'm being honest. You'll see Raider pushes up and then immediately
was
gets
that?
into trouble with grenade spam and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it's best to kind of lead them through this area. Again, look at the grenade spam coming in. I'm going to try to cover their retreat as they come through. Teddy's moving up to get another
Oh, my
blind out.
fire! No, I'm gonna go down. I walked in
And
the
yeah, we're in trouble here. We're in trouble, but we're able to hold it together. Two guys are down. Jump
Teddy.
is doing his best to create
Oh,
aggro. I go down. Luckily, I have a
I
hive.
have a hive.
But again, we probably stayed up there a little too long. But what we want to do is we want to funnel
red
these
by the
guys
red bar.
through that area and fight
Takes
from
too
where
long
I
to
am right
revive
now,
people.
essentially.
They're so fucking dumb.
And just
I
keep
swear
falling
to God, if I
back.
ever
If
meet
you
these
guys
dudes,
get into
they're gonna
trouble
get a fucking
here,
earful.
keep falling back. Keep falling back. Plus, there's a little campfire out there, which if you walk through it, you can't aim, which is what happens all the time to everybody. Remember, we want to fight from here.
good
Pulse
call.
goes out just at the right time there. And we
12
fight from here,
seconds on my shield.
which is good because I've never really seen them push past where they are right now. So you can fight from here pretty effectively and not have to worry about too much.
2 seconds, 1 second
down,
armor.
and we'll kind of make our way out here, but be cautious, right? Be cautious. You never know where they might be hit, might be hiding, and you want to
Yep,
stay up.
coming through the
So
blue tent.
we fought from back there. We pushed up.
Yeah.
And we're good. Make the call outs as you see,
Red bar's wrecking me.
right? And just kind of, again, we're just going to kill the remaining ads. Fight from this back corner, okay? I think I'm in trouble here, so I fall back. I don't like where I am. So, but
Oh,
Amount of ammo,
fight from this
amount of
area,
ammo.
fall back, and just communicate. You know, there's a dog here, there's a dog there. That's what we're trying to bring
dog's
down
down.
right now. Make sure the pulse is going out. Bring those dogs down and sit them down so that the DPS guys don't fall back. Look at all those guys funnel out there.
Reloading.
Again,
Don't
making
let-
those call
don't
outs,
let
bring
her
those down,
reload.
those guys down quickly. But yeah, we're gonna kill the remaining ads, and we'll see you in the next area.
Tues, deal with it.
This next area
Same
is
thing,
full of
back
dogs
in here.
to begin with. So my initial advice here is to let your status effect guy go forward and pulse trying to pulse when one of these purple dogs are in
Oh,
your
God, jump.
vision. Bringing down a purple dog will then hopefully set off a chain reaction, bringing the other dogs down one by one so you can focus fire. Focus fire in this area is the name of the game. If you're not
Focusing
focus
the one on the
firing,
stairs.
this area can get a little hectic just because there's so many of them. And most of them are sniper dogs. So focus fire
Yeah, I was
the
about to
best you
say.
can. Keep pulsing as many times as you can, and like I said, if you can try to start a chain reaction of bringing one down, which then will pulse the
Going left is almost
remaining
dead.
dogs, that
down.
is that's preferable.
one over here.
So you can see that one goes down. They're all sitting again. We're focus firing the next one. He's about to go down.
Oh, God.
And just work through it the best you can, by
One more on the
progression.
right,
really.
right,
White
right.
tent on your right, Strudel.
Watch that grenade spam. Teddy
Yeah,
goes
Teddy, come in
down.
here,
I
come in
realize
here,
that
come in
I'm
here,
a low
Teddy.
health
I
here,
got him,
so
I
I
got him.
fall back into a safe area. But look, it jumps right there. I tell Jump I got it. So he's playing that shield roll to perfection. He really is. Again, focus fire, focus fire, focus fire. But yeah, we're gonna kill the remaining dogs here, and then I'll see you in the next part of this fight.
I liked the Steelers when I was a kid, before I knew anything.
Nice. Before I knew anything.
Mm-hmm.
Second round of dogs.
Yeah, I'm going for this purple.
Same.
Falling back.
That one's down.
Choked him.
Yeah,
Gold bar.
gold one on the right. Yep.
One right in front of us. Get the one right in front of us. Holy go. Down.
This next part is just
Skills, I think.
beyond like the pit pathway,
If we get in
right?
trouble,
Is what I
I'll
call
back.
it. This underground pathway. We come up out of it, and you're kind of like in this swampy area.
Like we came through there. Is that
Just
invaded or something?
my suggestion here, because you don't really have anywhere to fall back to, is to stick together. You can see we're not going to advance any further than this. The blind goes out, and we're going to try to focus fire the best we can. My suggestion is, if you do get into trouble, you can see I'm getting grenade spam here. I should have fall back earlier, but if you do get into trouble, fall back and jump back into that underground pathway. They won't hit you down there. You can take a second to get better. You can also you can also jump down in there. You can see I'm kind of retreating there because I want to get healthy. So I don't want to take any more grenades or any more fire while I'm trying to put that med kit on. So I fall back and I fight from this position. I can still get hit back up here, but I'm less likely to draw aggro to myself from up here. But like I was saying, if you do get into a lot of trouble, jump into that pathway, okay? Most of the time they won't push you that far back, and if your hive is on cooldown, you can wait the cooldown out from there and then throw it out into your teammates to get them up. So if you do go down, or the team does go down, make sure your last person gets into that pit or into that path, underground pathway, and waits their cooldown out or just gets healthy before they can advance. Remember, staying back here, I go down, jumps there to pick me back up, which is perfect, and I'm back into the fight. Vanguard's procced immediately, giving us bonus armor as I get up. Again, just fight this out, stay back here as a team, and only advance when you know it's safe. Even being cautious, you're right before the end, so you don't want to wipe now. So play this very cautiously and only move up when you have to. Focus fire everything you can. When that blind goes out, just like you saw, make sure you're focus firing the best you can. These guys hit hard. They hit hard throughout this entire fight, so just make sure you're playing smart. There's really not a lot of cover here, but if you stick together as a team, you'll do just fine. You can see we got, I think, just that sniper left, so we'll kill that sniper, and then we'll talk about the last fight.
Sniper up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on! Did I get her?
No.
Oh, man, damn it! Hold on. Stop. Damn it.
Run it. Yeah, I'm.
So here we are at the very end. We are now at the Roosevelt legendary boss fight. Before the patch, you could actually fight it from right where we are right now and kill the drones and go out and kill all the bad guys. You can't do that anymore, so you got to enter before anything will spawn, which is perfect. I like it better like that, like the challenge. But what we decide to do, or what we do, is run to the boat. Make sure you all have your hives ready, just in case you go down like I do. I get stuck on cover here, can't get off. We've all been there before, and I can't get up there. Teddy dies going up into it. Jump's able to make it because he's got a ton of armor, but our hives get us back up. We all get to the boat, and we're just fine. Because now we're at the boat, we're able to reposition ourselves. Now, I will say we all did switch DPS except for Jump here. We took our status effect off, and Teddy went DPS. I think we probably would have been better off having Teddy go DPS, go with the status effect all those guys, and then we would have made it just fine. But Jump makes it to there, so we're all set, and we can fight from here relatively safe. The ads can't shoot us, nothing can shoot us, so we can just focus on the quadcopters and bring them down. Make sure you're focus firing here the best you can. And you should be just fine. Now, if you don't go with that status effect build, what I would suggest doing is having a healer as well. If you have a future initiative healer set up, have someone throw it on here. That could be very helpful in this area. The hive would cover everybody in the team, and any kind of damage that you take would be mitigated by the healer. So you can see Teddy's getting Raider up out there now that all the remaining ads are down. And Jump's doing his thing in the corner. He's shielding. He's staying alive. And we're going to fight this fight from right here. It's very well protected. It's very relatively easy to bring these quadcopters down if we're focus firing. You can see everyone's focusing on this one that we're shooting at right now. And we're bringing him down as quick as possible. The reason why I keep going down, and because I didn't know it, is because there's a guy on the turret out in the area. That's really the only thing that can shoot you when you're in here. But because we're all in this little cabin area of this boat, because I went down, it's not that important because we're able to get myself back up when we're able. There's no rush here in getting people back up. We can bring them up when it's time, when we have the ability, and we can do it successfully. But I would say if you want, throw a healer build on here, and that would make this fight, or this section of the fight, much easier. But yeah, it's really not hard. I'll let this play out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. But it's really just get the quadcopters down, and then focus ads. There will be some hairy spots, where ads will kind of be very close to you and pushing in on you. But just, again, communicate as a team and make the calls effectively. I was supposed to run healer here, and I forgot to switch. So, if I'm being honest. But we were able to get it done with 3 DPS in the tank. But I would suggest a healer. I think it'd make it a lot easier. But yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Hopefully this helps anybody trying to get this accomplished and get that bighorn. But if you haven't yet, and you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content from myself. I'm going to let this play out, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
God, Gardner Minshew. 29 for 43, 331, 3 touchdowns and a pick. That worked, dog.
Oh!
Medical assistance needed.
Yay!
Agent incapacitated.
Look at you guys over there.
I mean, oh my God, there it is.
Serious
Oh,
trauma
no.
detected.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, 2 down. All right.
Oh no! Ouch! Hitting up.
What? I had my shield up.
Ooh, that guy's good from cover.
My drone's broken. Raider, are you going out there for ammo? I need ammo.
No, I'm going out to fight. And
What?
I see a med kit.
I need ammo.
Oh, I miss the days of being able to shoot the drones and killing the guys.
Trying to get the dude off the turret, but
Stupid.
Thanks, Joe.
I got Raider.
armor. Giants for the win.
Oh.
Is this the heavy?
The boss.
Yeah.
On the boat, on the boat.
What's on the boat?
Shotgunner coming on the boat. I got her. My drone's out in Neverland over there again for some
Ammo
reason.
boss. Thank God.
Where?
Right here. Behind you.
Really?
The back of the boat.
Okay, okay. Nice. I was wondering where the ammo box was.
Another wave coming in on the left. Bunch of reds.
Helicopter landing on the boat. On the boat.
Oh, Heavy on the boat.
Alright, copy.
He's on me. I'm down.
Assistance needed. Agent out of action.
The guy's on the turret. The tall one. Oh,
Down.
got it.
Got him with an arrow. Oh, got Teddy with an arrow.
Shit.
Heavy's going down.
Nice
He's
work.
down.
Nice.
Short turret, short side.
Short turret.
Shut my station. My Bill Gates a lot.
Yep. Healer back left. Oh, I'm getting wrecked by
Oh yeah.
something.
Where'd you see that ammo can was? Oh, back here.
In back of the boat.
Back to the boat.
Whoa!
Serious trauma detected.
Down.
Agent down.
Get this healer
I'm not really sure what
Right.
killed me.
coming.
Yep.
Ooh, I see pretty colors.
Do you?
Maybe they're your knee pads.
Might be another bighorn.
Oh.